What is up, everyone? Happy Wednesday. Definitely a happy Wednesday for me because the Gelato Funds have been nudged up a little bit once again, thanks to Josh's picks. He went 3-2 on the night, and full transparency report. I wanted to remind you guys, all my bets are to win 100, whether they're minus 140, plus 150. So I had 67 to win 100 on that fried calamari. Oh, the Atlanta guy. What was it? Freed lost 67 on that. 145 to win 100 on Luzardo strikeouts. Lost that. So in the hole, but then McKenzie win, McGill win for 100. Then Mike Rupp came through late at night. He had a greasy goal, under 3.5 strikeouts. So it added like $87 to the funds. Little extra gelato for me once I get to Italy. And little fascinating fact that I didn't even think of. We talked about at the end of that last show as we bring Josh back on. I can't believe I didn't realize this. I'm going to be in Italy for some of the Euro games. And like, I'm sure you know about some crazy hockey, like get-togethers that you see up, you see that Edmonton Circle, you have that Maple Leaf Square. I don't think any of those have shit on major, whether it's World Cup or Euro Cup kind of celebrations in major European countries. I imagine when we're there for that, towns are going to be shut down watching this stuff. And the crazy thing is, quick history lesson on my life, I'm Italian and Croatian. They have played in a couple big games throughout the course of my life, and I've always veered towards the Croatian side. They play Croatia when I'm in Italy in the group stages.
Wow.
What do? Do I just stick my nose in the middle of town and say, oh, look at me, I'm one of you guys? Or do I have the balls? No. I don't know what this is like over there. Do you get shanked like I used to read about at Manchester United games? You can go read about this. There were soccer hooligans that slit your ass cheeks in line. Have you ever heard about this? No. There are soccer. I've heard the story.
There's something funny about slashing someone's butt cheek that way.
Yes, because there was a goal. They didn't want the people to be able to sit down. So I believe they went from slitting their ass cheeks horizontally to vertically so that they couldn't sit down. Or was it vice versa? I don't know which way a slit ass cheek is easier to sit down on, but the Manchester United hooligans would slash the ass cheeks of opposing fans. You guys want to talk about clenched ass cheeks and unders in the NHL playoffs? Imagine clenching a sliced ass cheek. That's what a lot of those supporters of opposing teams had to do at a certain point. So if that's where they're willing to go, like, we think our Raider fans here in the U.S. are crazy as now they're in Vegas with their fake Legion of Doom shoulder pads. They're not slitting anyone's ass cheeks. So I got to decide what I want to do. But regardless, what a great added wrinkle I have to that trip over there, along with some of these funds. Last night was good. It was good. And another reminder to people, you play everything, you end up winning. You parlay all of them, and that's your only bet. You're a loser. You're complaining about everything. So the slow and steady approach has been working. It's not even been a long time. The show's been on, 6 days. So this is a very, very good start. You've bought yourself some leeway, some gelato leeway to make a couple mistakes here.
Oh, God, my ass cheeks are safe, I guess, right? But,
yeah.
If you're going there and there's like a 2% chance that your butt cheeks are getting slashed horizontally, you're cheering for Italy, right? The horizontal ass slice has got to be the worst because it would, every time you bent over, it would kind of open up not My Pet Monster. What was a boglin?
The way you said slashing, I'm thinking of it's like a penalty, like a ref coming to center ice and calling the slash. Oh, that's pretty funny, man.
Yeah, well, let's get the gelatos. And you have to eat a gelato, and it sucks. And I know we've touched way too much on this Kevin Bacon thing, but you're only allowed to eat a gelato. I've only ever seen 75-year-old Italian men eating gelato and nothing but a Speedo by the pool, right? That's the look. That's the Italian look.
I come from a different area. We got cannolis on every other corner here, so I've seen some gelato in my time, but it's more reserved for I don't know, when you go to specific places. To me, and yeah, Alex, I know you know a good Carvel sundae and a Carvel shake when you can get one. I always preferred those to like gelato. Well, I still can't even explain what gelato is.
Ice cream.
All right, Italian ice cream. Anyway, this is good for you because, you know, typically when you have like big winning nights, you want to come in here with 15 picks, and I got to research who the hell these guys are, then find their bets. We're taking Mike Rupp bets. Today, you just got a couple of pictures for me. And once again, we're going to see a great illustration of when you find one of those early Vegas hot women who walk into the bar. They walk in at 10:05. By 10:28, they're up at one of the tables. So you have a critical time period to try to get in and say hello. And that's what you had earlier today. Who is this guy? What do I need to know about him? Does he look like anybody?
This is the instructional video that gets results.
It's been getting results. Let's go. Cleveland, Cincinnati, 2 pitchers, 1 game. Both our guys right there. Nick Nodolo, big hulking lefty. That number is gigantic. We see it at -180. You referring to those ladies of the evening in Vegas. We dropped it this morning, 7:30. Like everything's pretty much between 7 and 8 o'clock a.m. when we drop things. -135. Okay, it's right? Like, it's not even that long ago that we brought it out. It's like construction workers aren't even on lunch right now, sitting on their lunch boxes, thinking about what bet to get in for the afternoon. So we even haven't had that rush. Pinnacle, -215, Andy. Nodolo, sometimes he's just beating the market. 7 is a gigantic number. Cleveland doesn't strike out, lowest strikeout percentage over the last 2 seasons. And back, just like we hit your Irish fellow Tristan McKenzie yesterday, same ballpark. Best home run ballpark in baseball. It's starting to warm up. That brings offense. That decreases K rates. Nick Nodolo under 6.5. That's where we are with that one.
The price differential in what Josh got it at earlier and what it is now. You want to know what that is? That's more than the price of you guys joining the Patreon. Oh my God. How can I always seamlessly work this in? Well, it's true, and it's very much appreciated because, you know, you guys, I'm going to keep reminding you this. And by the way, I just wanted to say this. I am the kind of guy where if I was watching you, I would say, are you nuts? You think I'm signing up for some gimmick service from some guy I watch? But as everybody can tell you, it actually, by the way, I understand that sentiment. So if you can somehow bypass that sentiment and join the community of sniffers on there, remember, we're going to go straight through the NFL and back into NHL. It's very much appreciated. I'm only doing this show because of everybody on there, and also because, you know, I just love talking to Josh on a day-to-day basis and learn that he's researching WWE gifts to get me. And then that just brought us on to maybe you guys on the Patreon. You know, you've paid for a lot of the props in here. Maybe there will be one more to add that I let Josh know about. He's looking up 90s wrestling gifts. I told him that one of the best gifts I had as a kid, and it is very pertinent to someone like him, a hockey guy. There was Alex, if you could find this.
WWF Superstars Shootout by Renko. Here comes the $1 Million Man, and you're in control. Big Boss Man feeds the holster. Shoot! Go!
I had this thing. I remember playing it when I was a kid. Look at that. You have the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. He's a righty trying to pick corners out there. You got Tugboat in net. And this was a game that I had when I was a kid. You can see it on the bottom right. They have a picture of what it looked like. But if I could somehow get my hands on this, Josh can't get it in Canada, because remember, that's like if we had a great NFL prop here down in the U.S. It's going to cost a lot here. You know, there's some guy here in the U.S., some North Carolina guy who's like, I got this stupid toy. I don't even like hockey. So I got to find this. I got to find somebody who's going to part ways with this prop. And it's got to be in good condition. And before you think I can't find those things in my bunker searches, I was told I was going to have to pay thousands for this. I didn't even pay $150. So my next mission is to find the WWF Superstars Shootout before, I guess, football starts. We'll see if I can find one. It's going to be one of those Facebook marketplaces. I'm going to show up. Someone's going to have, you know, they're going to look like Buffalo Bill. They're going to invite me in for some tea. and I'm going to have to decide if it's worth the trouble. Maybe it will be. $6.50 is the current low price that we can find on it. Oh, don't worry, guys. No interest if paid in full months with PayPal credit. That's a free ad read. Anyway, this is what I'm going to be looking for. Yeah, I'm going to have to go to the bunkers to find it. Maybe one of my old friends will have it. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, what the hell was the name of this guy again? Piccolino? Nodolo. Nick Nodolo.
180. Let's go. Same game. Opposing pitcher. Same market. Under 6.5 for Tanner Bibee on the other side. We just released it at -125. Got it at -125. Only 25 points of movement. Still a decent play. Maybe that's about as far as you go. You can shop around, probably get it about -135 now. But like I said, we released it earlier. Rivers has moved to 5.5. So we're already, I mean, we're never on the other side. We're basically, I don't want to say never. One of maybe 50 picks will be on the other side of the market. Pinnacle at -171, so the market's going that way. The guy is 91 pitches per start in his last 10. He's gone over this in a bit, and you game log junkies who just look at the game log and like, oh, he's gone over in 3 straight games. I got to bet that. No, that's not always the best way to look at it. This is a guy projects for 5.54.
I guess that's a good segue into I'm going to present some new information here because, I understand that if you're like, man, I already got this pick. Well, what else? Well, I bet you there's a contingent of people who are disgusted at the prices they see. And I know how gargoyle minds operate. They're like, well, if he likes that, then I'm just going to put it with this. And since we just got some new information that came out about the NHL and I got Josh on the line and there's only 2 picks on the day, how about a little hockey talk? And we just saw that Barkov, he was at practice, didn't have any Pat LaFontaine, Moon Man facial coverings. So my guess is maybe that was more concussion related. He was practicing normally and they ended up going with the line combinations that they ended the last game. And even before Barkov left, they did a flip-flop about midway through the second period, and they returned to a line that had worked previously in the past as far as the second line. They went to Tkachuk with Verhaeghe and Sam Bennett as the center. This is what happened when Bennett got hurt. Lundell was centering those two, and then Bennett stepped back, and then midway through the Rangers series, they kicked Verhaeghe up to the top line. The only difference is that Tarasenko, he used to play with Reinhart and Barkov, and they're leaving Rodriguez up there because he has the hot stick. So if you were looking at Sam Reinhart's game log, you'd be saying, oh my God, under. Well, all those unders have forced Vegas to move his line from 3.5 to 2.5. When you're playing on a line with Carter Verhaeghe, you have 2 alpha shooters, so there aren't as many shots to go around. So now you take Verhaeghe off that line, you bring his shot down or shot total down a full number. I'm really enjoying this early price that I'm seeing because I'm telling you, this line was made before the Barkov practice report. So they're saying we don't know where Reinhardt's going to be, probably going to struggle, not have Barkov as a center, maybe not a dominant line, 2.5, 1-145. Remember, he was a 3.5 guy throughout the entire playoffs. So if you need something, I know you need something to bring these picks that have now moved. I like this Reinhardt over 2.5 shots on goal. I don't know if you like that thought process, but that's what I'm thinking with him there. Especially because when guys who typically do shoot a lot, when they go multiple games with a low shot total, they tend to try to break that with a heavy shooting game.
No, I'm on. It's a great price at DK there for Evander Kane. It's 114 under 1.5. I don't like clenched butt cheeks under 1.5 shot on goals. I know that's you do. You like them.
Well, Henrik never shoots. I don't even have to worry about the first shot.
Kane doesn't have a shot in 3 games. He's 5-0 to the under in his last 5. He played 10 minutes last game. He's hurt. He could be playing at 60%. They're talking about bringing Corey Perry in. I think there's a better chance of Corey Perry playing in Game 3 than Evander Kane going over this. Plus 114 is great. The saddest thing about fucking Game 2, Edmonton only had 3 forwards register shots. That is absolutely pathetic. Where are they all coming from? The guys they're giving 30 minutes to on the back end in Bouchard and Ekholm. So Bouchard over 2.5, Ekholm over 1.5. And if you want to throw anybody else in, you can throw the Reinhardt in there. If you can get the 1.5 for Rodriguez, I don't know if it's even priced. Like if you're looking to get,
he is on. This is a little trick for you guys. You guys know I love my under Janmark, my under Henrique, the under 1.5 shots for Henrique. Another thing is, so Vegas clearly on the main sites, they're scared of the trickle down, because if Lundell is playing with Reinhardt on the top line, they don't want to list his point price. So they're withholding a couple of guys on most of these sites, except Bet Rivers, Ballybet, Canby, Unibet, your grandma, whatever the name of that assortment is. They have them on there, and they have Rodriguez still at 1.5 shots on goal.
And probably reasonable. I think it's like minus 150, like nothing wild.
Minus 141.
Yeah, that's good. So I'm waiting for 365 because you get the 50% boost on that. Waiting for that to go, and I think I'll go Bouchard, Ekholm, and I think I'm going to go Rodriguez on the 1.5 to get the 3 plays, to get the 50% boost, and I think I'll go full unit on it too. Hopefully get somewhere like
I gotta say I gotta say goodbye to the parlay came through in game 2. The one that I got screwed by a Rodriguez shot. Yeah. Another Bennett point with another Rodriguez point, and he got the shots. And now I have to wave goodbye to it because they're not on the same line. So that was a good way to end game 2 for me. And this is a good way to end our Wednesday show.
Look at this fucking guy.
Hey, that's all I got. Who is that? Who is that?
Is that Tanner Bibee? He's the right-hander. I'm guessing. I've never seen that picture. Is that Tanner Bibee?
This looks like a guy who is just not tough.
They
said, look, man, you got to act tough, or else they're not going to be scared of you. This guy watched Major League. He saw Ricky Vaughn stare people down with the glasses and says, I'm going to be that intimidating as well. I'm going to be this generation's Rick Vaughn. And if this guy, who I don't even want to know who it is, Alex, don't show me the name.
Tanner Bibee. It's the Cleveland starting pitcher.
This is who
we're betting on his under on. Yeah.
Oh, I'll take it because he's not scaring me. And my guess is he's not scaring any of those back. Who are they facing again?
Cincinnati. Do you think the photographer had to like talk to him like a 5-year-old, like sit up straight, turn your corner, but like in a sense you gotta look poutier, you gotta look angrier. Like this is probably pitcher 17.
This is the kid from A Christmas Story. Like he was just getting picked on all the time, and then he just had to have a full blow up moment where he went nuts on Scott Farkas. I don't know if this guy had that moment just yet, but who knows? There is a lookalike in there I can't quite get to. But correct me if I'm wrong. Last night, did we get out of that Cincinnati game with like 0 to spare? Because I checked
by a ball hair. Yeah.
Well,
sometimes.
Hey, clenched ass cheeks for the NHL. Ball hairs and sliced ass cheeks for the MLB and Euros. All right, everyone. We will be back with you Monday. I'm going to do a show. Think about what I do for you people. On Monday, I'm leaving for Italy, but still I'm going to sniff out a couple baseball picks. And I'm actually going to do nothing. Josh is going to figure out what to give you, but we are going to have a show for you. And then something I didn't even tell Josh and Alex, I'm going to tell them now. We were discussing about what we were going to do when I'm gone. Josh was going to have Josh's plays will be out there for you on other shows. I'm informing them right now. I'm not doing any of these shows while I'm gone. I'm going to upload random stuff from the streets of Italy, and these Italians are going to tell you what to bet on. I bet you they're all taking Italy. I think that will be a funnier use of my time while I'm out there. Anyway, good luck to you. Better luck to me. Hopefully your gelato funds are as plentiful as mine throughout these first 2 weeks. Like I said before, if you would be so kind and you happen to have a couple extra funds, come join the patrons, patreon.com/Andy Francess. Very much appreciated. Definitely going to need it if I get fired from my other job, so you guys can keep the dream alive. I will be back with you guys Monday, and then we're going to be off for, I'm not going for the full 2 weeks. People, you're not going to Italy. I don't need to be anywhere for more than 4 days But all right, you know, you can't tell a girl you're going to Italy for 4 days. So we're going for like the week and a half, and then I'll be back to get back to some baseball picks, and the Stanley Cup will be over. And then we're in those dog days of summer. All right, everyone, I will talk to you Monday. Take it easy.